Wrap is brought to you by El Charlo Mexican Restaurant, located at Highway 78 and 3009 in Shirts, by Cat 5 Graphics, your t-shirt shop, and by...
Hi everyone, Mr. Bowtie here. Thank you so much for checking out my content and my channel. Now make sure you bang home that red subscribe button on YouTube so that way you can stay up to date on the latest content from around the area that you won't find anywhere else. And follow me on Twitter at Mr. Bowtie 1982. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. The 2019 season for the Reagan Rattlers started off tough with injuries, youth, and inexperience, but the Rattlers managed to win their last 3 games of the regular season and a first-round playoff game against O'Connor, and they look to build off the end of the 2019 season into 2020 as they open up the decade taking on Cibolo Steele. The Rattlers bring back a lot of players that were young last year, starting with quarterback Lance Lawrence, who started as a sophomore, along with Carson Green, who started at running back as a freshman, plus Stayton Ankrom, who seems like he's been in the program for 20 years, back for his senior year. The Knights have already started off their 2020 season, losing to a private school out of Virginia 26-14, a game the Knights actually led 14-0, but they could not get enough stops on defense and gave up 3 fourth-down conversions that led to touchdowns that made the difference in the game. The Knights have won the first 2 meetings, though both games were very competitive. So how'd the matchup play out, and which team would pick up their first win of the decade? Well, let's head over to Hero Stadium and check out all the action.
Lyndon Hamilton already into postseason mode before the first game ever kicked off. There is the ring that everyone is playing for in Arlington in January. Also factoring in would be Reagan varsity newcomer Bryce Hamilton. Lyndon's son made 3 very important plays. Reagan and Britton Moore, a star on the baseball team, split time under center. The first quarter was an interception fest as the 2 clubs traded picks back and forth. Early on, Begeal pass taken away by Hamilton, though the drive would end with a Cruz Unz pick for Steele in the end zone. Later in the quarter, number 8 for Steele threw another pick to number 8 of Reagan. There is a look at the Bryce Hamilton fan club and rooting section in the audience. Ensuing possession now into the second quarter, Moore with the delayed handoff fooled the Steele defensive line. Green with the brown pointy object. Instead, he ran over the rest of the defense on the touchdown run. 7-0 Rattlers set up by number 8.
I just listened to my coaches, got in my zone, and the ball was there. Made a play. We got the best defense in the city, I'll tell you that.
Those were 2 of the big Hamilton plays. We'll save the third one for later. The pick fest continued in the quarter as Steele's Christian Garza picked off Lorenz. That led to an Ethan Stokes touchdown run, match tied at 7. Stayton Ankrom is world famous for those circus catches that he makes. He just missed on a couple of them early in the contest, but he was able to make one on this Moore throw, fought off defenders 39 yards for the score, 14-7 Rattlers at recess. Third quarter was devoid of scoring throughout most of that 12-minute period. Begeal, who has started at quarterback for Steele since the middle of his freshman year in 2017, stepped up in the pocket after a low snap, found a small window in part of the Reagan defense, 73 yards for the touchdown run. Begeal with that amazing speed to break away from defenders. Game tied at 14 with 1:38 remaining in the third quarter, and it was tied for 12 seconds. Remember Jaden Staggers? He was the one who cracked Molesky ball a few years ago in the first playoff win against O'Connor. This time he returned the kickoff to sender 82 yards for the touchdown. Rattlers quickly back in front 21-14 after 3. Fourth quarter is one Steele will think about for a while because of missed opportunities and points lost. A successful fake punt kept the drive alive, and a double reverse moved the ball inside the Reagan 20. Begeal capped off the drive with the game-tying touchdown, but hang on holding against the Knights negated the touchdown. Later in the drive, 4th and goal at the 7. Begeal pass complete to Ed Contreras for the game-tying touchdown, but hang on, another flag down. Illegal formation against the Knights, touchdown again negated. 4th and goal from the 12, Begeal pass again for Contreras. This time though, it's just out of his reach. Rattlers take over with under 2 minutes to go, and 7 Knight points lost. Reagan just needed a first down to end it, but Moore hit as he scrambled and he lost the football. Steele recovered, and that gave the Knights new life. and gave Reagan a chance to keep an odd streak alive. 3 plays later, 35 seconds left for Steele. From the 2, Begeal with the keeper touchdown. No flags this time, the score is good. Steele coach David Sines elected to play for extra possessions and not the lead in the win. I told you earlier Bryce Hamilton made 3 big plays. This was the third. Blocked PAT by the rookie, returned all the way back for 2 points by TJ Scannell. TJ's mad dash made it 23-20, 34 seconds remaining.
Number 8, blocked PAT.
That guy, he didn't hold his gap the whole night. And I knew he wasn't going to be there, so I told Sepia, I'm going. And I took off, and I just stuck my hands out. I got it.
Steele still with a chance if they could recover the onside kick. Jack Davis made the last big special teams play of the night, cuddled the ball like a newborn puppy. Game over. Knights lost 8 points in the final 2 minutes, and the Rattlers beat Steele for the first time ever, 23-20. Told you 8s were wild, as was Lyndon Hamilton afterwards.
They say you make the best drive between game 1 and 2. I feel sorry right now for your next opponents. If you play like this, we can continue to get better each week, and each week. We had a kickoff return for a touchdown. What's up, give it here? Offense. Hell yeah, baby. We came through when we needed to. Give it up for the home. And defense blocked the kick, baby. Hey, great win. I'm proud of you.
By the way, the Rattlers' next opponent is Clark, who lost by 4 touchdowns to a team who went 0-10 in 2019. How about some odd notes and quirks from the game? Reagan had only 174 yards of total offense. The NEISD squad didn't win a single game in the entire 20-teens decade when they failed to reach 200 yards of total offense. Remember, though, Steele's defense played outstanding for 3 quarters against state champion Westlake last year and was the only one that gave the Chaps a fight on the way to Westlake winning the state title. And the win marked the 8th straight regular season win for Reagan when committing at least 3 turnovers. Strange but true. Steele could very easily be 2-0, but instead is 0-2 for the first time since 2017. Not all is lost, though, for Steele. That year, they went to the state quarterfinals. The previous time that they lost at least 2 of their first 3 games before that was 2010, and they won the state title that year. Reporting from San Antonio, I am Greg Sherman.